All rise for your dishonorable, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Debatable is now in session.
Welcome to a new episode of Debatable. I am your host, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Joining me as always is Primetime Travie T.
Ew.
And we don't have any other reoccurring people on today. But we do have a very special guest from the words are hard. Wild Nights with Rocky Powell podcast. We have Rocky herself. Welcome to the show and tell the people about you and your podcast.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. I am Rocky Powell. The rumors are true. I am on Debatable tonight, and I couldn't be happier. I host a podcast called Wild Nights with Rocky Powell. I have entertainers from all over the world, mostly stand-up comics, but it just worked out that way. But entertainers nonetheless, all over the world come on and they tell me a story from a wild night in their life. And I open the podcast usually with like a topical poem or a jingle that I've written throughout the week, or sometimes I do like a song. I like to think of myself as kind of like I would say a vulgar Phoebe Buffay when it comes to my songwriting and poems. And then I talk a little bit about my week, and then we cut to my guest interview. So my episodes come out every Monday at noon. This week I had TikTok star Maddie Chimber on, and he was great. It was great. And now I'm here talking to you fine fellas.
Thank you. And make sure you guys
you're just
check
a
that
fella,
out.
Damone. She wasn't talking to you about the fine part.
Hilarious. I don't know why I said you were my best friend at one point. You're mean.
That's why. You need somebody like me. Gonna tell you the truth.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. We look forward to having you. Hopefully, have some fun. So, for those of you who are new to the show, the way the show works is we have two debate topics. Two topics. One will be just a straight up debate, and then the second one will be a tournament. So let's get started. So the first one is going to be, how do you eat your mac and cheese, with a fork or a spoon?
I have a clarifying question.
Yes.
Who's making this mac and cheese?
Because
that matters.
It does.
That does matter.
You can clarify when you answer.
Okay.
Rocky, you go first.
I am not gonna lie. I had a similar question. My question was less about who was making it, because usually I'm the one who's making it. When I was growing up, my dad is the mac and cheese maker in my family, and he makes the most fire macaroni and cheese. My brother is a close second, and I'm in there too, probably again a close second to my dad, maybe a little better than my brother because I'm older, but nonetheless, all their mac and cheese is great. So my family, we tend to be the ones that make it. For my Friendsgiving, it's understood that I'm the one who's making the mac and cheese. No one else is touching that. So are we talking shells and elbows, or are we talking penne? Because if we're talking shells and elbows, then it's spoons all day. Spoons all day. It's cozy. It's easy. You don't have to do as much work. You just scoop. No stabbing. No violence. And yeah, it's smooth like butter with a spoon. But if you got penne, then you gotta get a fork involved.
Smooth like butter. Travi.
All right, so I want to give you a little bit of a compliment here. I am a big fan of penne in my mac and cheese. Like, yeah. I feel like that's an underrated mac noodle. You know what I mean? But
I agree.
I'm gonna give you some points there. However, I'm going to disagree with you, but only slightly. So I believe that the fork is the preferred method for mac to mouth. Now, here's the thing, though. I don't know how to say it any other way. If the whites are making it, it's going to be soupier. It's not baked mac and cheese. You're probably going to have to use a spoon because it's a soupy, a more creamy, cheesier experience. So in that case, probably a spoon because no cheese left behind. Got to get it all. Mac and cheese.
Yeah. Can I rebuttal really quick? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will say this. My dad is black. I'm half black. My mom is white. My dad is black. I don't touch mac and cheese that the whites make. And that's, okay. I agree with you on that one. This is not mac and cheese that's going inside of me unless this is an emergency situation.
Okay, I'm glad.
It can stay on the other side. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I'm not eating mac and cheese from the whites. This is not happening. That's all I have to say on that matter.
Okay, but if it's from black people, Travi, fork or a spoon?
It's a fork. I said that. Fork is always the preferred answer unless it's like. Have you guys ever had? Damone probably hasn't because Damone's been to like 2 restaurants in his whole life. Panera has really good mac and cheese. It's very creamy and very soupy though, so I would have to use a spoon for that.
I've been to Panera, not a fan, but
it's expensive. It's expensive. It's overpriced.
Yeah, it's $10 for a sandwich.
Yeah, it's gotten bad over the years. Old Panera was good. Now it seems like there's Klansmen back there making macaroni and cheese. It's because it's so white. It's true.
There goes our Panera sponsorship.
Hey, Panera,
you don't want to be sponsored by them.
I like that they give me half a piece of stale bread with every meal too. And sometimes an apple. It's a strange meal. Yeah. Like
it needs to be stale bread to absorb all that soup, macaroni, and cheese they make.
Hey,
it's true.
It's not my preferred consistency, but it does taste good. I'm giving you that. I'm giving them that, not you. You're being mean to Panera.
They've been mean to me. I've been expecting some good macaroni and cheese. I go in there and get cheese soup with some old hard ass noodles on there. No thanks.
Oh, shit.
I'll have the broccoli and cheddar, you know.
Fair enough. Broccoli and cheddar is an underrated soup.
I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of soup in general.
You know why? It's because a bunch of ingredients are touching Damone.
Probably.
Damone can't have his food touch.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
Okay.
We call those people children. No, there's lots of judgment.
Yeah. Like I said,
I told him I'm gonna buy him a pack of zoo plates.
I said I'm fine with that. That works for me. I'll eat off of them.
What's a zoo plate?
When I was a kid, zoo plates were these plates that had they had a big like a TV dinner almost. You know how they have like the 2 compartments?
Yeah.
But they had animal faces on them.
I'll use
I think that's a good.
I'm not above
good
it.
Christmas
Just because I'm 32. Just because I'm 32 doesn't mean I'm above using a zoo plate.
Tell him.
I'll expect that on Christmas Day.
If I can find zoo plates, I will send it to you, Damone.
You probably can. Probably Amazon has them.
Yeah, I just haven't tried to look.
I am going to agree with you that fork is the preferred method. The only time I would use a spoon, have I ever used a spoon? I think the only time I've ever used a spoon if I'm eating the shitty Kraft mac and cheese bowl because I'm broke or just lazy and I have children. And they won't eat if I make good mac and cheese, they won't eat it. So
that's fair though.
The Kraft mac and cheese that kids like.
Kids have shitty taste buds.
Yeah, so if they're eating that, if I'm eating that, because that's what I made, then I'm probably using a spoon because it's just easier because it's just liquid. It's just noodles with liquid water or cheese water.
Milky cheese water.
Yeah.
Milky cheese water. Yeah. So yeah, in that case, I'm using a spoon.
Is a disgusting word.
But
yep.
I'm gonna say shell mac and cheese is the best mac and cheese.
I disagree.
That's what I make for Friendsgiving.
I'm standing by Penne.
You're not going. I thought you were gonna go elbow.
Nope, I'm standing by Penne. Penne is underrated. It deserves its spot amongst the mac and cheese gods. And also, I'm gonna say this: I make a homemade mac and cheese like from scratch, like make the roux with the butter and the flour and all that, like all that. But I use pepper jack cheese instead of cheddar, and that shit's fire because pepper jack cheese is the best cheese.
It is the best cheese.
Give it a little spice, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a goat cheese, and not goat cheese. See what I did there?
But
but yeah, I would say fork is the preferred method. It's the best method.
Speaking of forking.
Your body and the bodies you're loving deserve nothing but the best. Organic Lovin' is the only adult subscription box that includes eco-friendly body products, from body-safe adult toys to sex-positive books and erotic seminars. Organic Lovin's online store has everything you and your partner or partners could ever need to heat things up. And right now, your friends at T13 Media want to take 10% off of your next order. Just go to organiclovin.com and use promo code T1, T-H-R-E-E, like the sound the bed makes, when you check out. Organic Lovin'. Love organically, purely, deeply, boldly.
Did Keith take the back? Like, is he just saying the ad over a like 70s softcore porn scene? Like,
I don't know why
you got the moaning and the groaning and the whatever that is in the background over some funky fucking music. I hate it.
I imagine it's him singing the song. Like, even though it's not really a song,
it's just moans.
Like the moans. I imagine that it's him doing the moans. And it's gross.
Whatever gets you through it, Damone. You gotta imagine Keith, whatever gets you through it, bud.
I love you, Keith. And no hetero.
No hetero is what he meant to say, not hetero.
Hetero. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to our tournament. So the way tournaments work here at T13 Media is under Travie T rule. So instead of everybody throwing out a million different things to put out, don't roll your eyes. You know it's true. You used to do it. There is some order to it. So each of us will get a certain amount to put into the tournament. We randomize them. They go head to head. We vote until there's one final winner. So this week's topic is going to be who is the greatest person of all time. Best person of all time. Sorry. Best person of all time. So I'm going to bring up the bracket.
Sorry guys, the moon's done.
I love a bracket.
Okay, so each of us are going to get 5, and then there'll be one that we all agree on. So, Rocky, you're going to start us off.
All right, and naming my 5 people. Hold on, let me get my notebook. Yep. Okay. Number 1, Oprah. Number 2, Howard. Oh, is that? Can I go now? Go do
it. Keep going.
Do the whole thing.
Okay, Howard Stern.
That is not who I was expecting to make this list.
We're going to defend it later. Let's get through this list.
Number 3, Conan O'Brien.
You know this is people in general, not TV hosts, correct?
No, I thought it was like the best people to do. Like, you mean like not celebrities?
It could be anybody.
It can be anybody. Go ahead. Explain what you thought this was so I can get into that mindset and do what you're doing.
Mr. Rogers.
Okay. This is...
She stole one of mine.
It took a strange...
Did I really?
Yeah, no, this is not what I expected.
No, it's okay.
Continue. I like where this is going.
Yeah, this took a really weird turn.
Okay, and lastly, Snoop Dogg.
Come on, you can go next because I'm so lost.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see a list that included Mr. Rogers, Snoop Dogg, and Howard Stern.
Did I not understand the assignment?
I don't think you did.
I don't even know if I know what the assignment was anymore.
What do you think the assignment was, is my question.
Best people! Who do you think is the best person? So I wrote out why I think they're the best people.
I was thinking like, I'll actually just do mine.
Yeah, this is
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Okay.
Just go FDR.
Yeah. What the fuck? Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, he was good, yeah.
Yeah, not as good as Howard Stern and Snoop Dogg, but he was alright.
Bit of a cheater, bit of a womanizer, but other than that, he had a lot of perks.
This one, I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna lose this, but I'm going with it anyway. Asada Shakur.
Okay.
Is that Tupac's mom?
No, it's Tupac's god aunt. I don't know, because like they're not all like the Shakurs aren't actually related. That's all an adopted name, but considered his aunt. One of the founding members of the Black Panthers, and the it's off my brain now. I don't know what it is. But she got basically in the Jersey Turnpike shootings. Her husband got murdered by police. And during that shootout, her husband fired shots back at the police. One of the officers got killed. She got charged with everything because she was the only survivor from her car, even though she never touched a gun. There was no fingerprints. There was no DNA. She never did anything. She was just in the vicinity. She got charged. They threw the book at her. And then the Black Panthers broke into prison and broke her out. And then she spent 10 years on the run. Now she lives in Cuba. And
yikes, this is going to be tough if it's her against Conan.
But she regularly does American media. And is basically like, haha, you can't get me. And like petty queen, I need that. Need that in my life. Shit, I feel like I need to get a TV person on here now. I'm so lost for who I want to say next. You got any, Damone? Let me think.
Yeah,
let me think about these.
I got some. So I'm gonna go with Nelson Mandela.
Oh, that's a good one. I just stole that from you.
You already stole Mr. Rogers. I'm gonna go with Maya Angelou.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was low. I've spent my entire life thinking it's Angelo.
Yeah, that's because you eat too much white mac and cheese.
Who was it, Damone?
Bob Ross.
Oh, fair.
Will Smith.
Oh, love Will Smith.
How many is that?
You got 4? One more.
I'm gonna go with Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yo, you guys love the Roosevelts on this podcast.
I'm gonna go Steve Irwin.
Okay, oh, that's a good one.
LeVar Burton. Are you an anti Steve Irwin?
No, but he's
no Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg wrote Gin and Juice. And he's never been attacked by a stingray.
I guess.
Too soon.
Not soon enough. Someone had to say it.
Wow.
Who's our overall pick?
Someone who we universally agree. I put Jesus on my list just cause.
I don't
like
know about
the person, not the like.
I don't know about the person.
I think Jesus is a dope person. It's his flock that's a bit iffy.
Robin Williams.
Oh, he's good.
We can put Robin Williams. Everybody's cool with Robin Williams. That's fine. I just don't want him to
Princess Diana.
No, Robin Williams. Any changes?
No, I think that's it. Tom Hanks would have gone
Rocky, are you good with your 5?
A year ago, but there's been
I
some
think I'm good with mine. I do feel a little guilty about not having Beyonce on there, but we will survive.
I can tell you if Beyonce was on there, she's getting voted out quick.
You don't know
All right, well,
at least I'm voting against her every round.
Sing the song, Damone.
Every day we shuffle and shuffle and shuffling. Stop.
I was already stopping.
Okay. So, first round, Steve Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter, versus Eleanor Roosevelt.
I thought you said the Crocodile Hunter.
That's what I thought he said too.
Organicleaven.com.
That's Rule 34.
Wow. Don't do that.
You know it's out there.
This is 2 episodes in a row. I hate it.
So how do we want to do this? So Rocky, you go first.
Eleanor Roosevelt. And you knew that was coming.
Travis.
I'm going Steve Irwin.
What do you have against the Crocodile Hunter?
I agree.
Just think it's not that I don't have anything against him. It's just best people of all time. I mean, he's great. He's great. But, you know.
You have Snoop Dogg and Howard Stern and Conan O'Brien.
And I have facts and notes to back my answers up.
I can't wait to
ready.
fucking Howard Stern.
I'm ready.
This is fucking hilarious. Howard Stern has to be Nelson Mandela.
They both have strengths.
Don't. This is actually a very tough one for me because I love the Crocodile Hunter, but I also named a child after Eleanor Roosevelt. So
think about your
heavy
kids.
Heart, I'm gonna go with Eleanor Roosevelt.
Trash.
Woo!
Eleanor will fight you the next time you're here.
She is a menace. Okay.
She will be up at 2 a.m. and stare you in your eyes and fight you.
It was the worst thing. I woke up and got a kid staring at me on one side and a cat on the other side. I was like,
they're like, why are you in my house?
like, who I gotta fight? Why me specifically?
They knew you ate that white mac and cheese.
We can't have that.
Look at this.
FDR versus LeVar Burton. Travi.
FDR.
Rocky.
Before I vote, who said speak softly and carry a big stick? Was that Teddy Roosevelt? Okay, LeVar Burton. LeVar Burton.
That was the
worst.
difference.
You're the worst.
I do want to see the Roosevelt face off.
It's the right answer, Damone. Come on.
Vote with your heart.
But I can go twice as high. It's in a book. It's LeVar.
That's so wrong. You know it. You know that.
Roosevelt did some fucked up shit.
Yeah, so did LeVar Burton.
What did he do that was fucked up?
He started a smear campaign against the new host of fucking Jeopardy. Made him quit.
Well, he shouldn't have been the host.
He didn't really do that. I'm joking.
I'm team.
So
LeVar
you're starting
anyway.
a smear campaign about him?
Yes. I'm not on this list. I definitely do not rank amongst the top 16 best people ever, let me tell you.
Not yet, but the night is young.
Not that young. Asada Shakur versus Martin Luther King. Rocky.
Well, I just learned her backstory, which I am turned on by. Like, go off. I do know more about Martin Luther King and everything that he did. And one time on Martin Luther King Day, when I was a little girl, I was in my window and I was looking up at the sky and crying. And I just looked at the heavens and said, thank you to Martin Luther King for being a person who was great. So I'm going to vote for Martin Luther King because of that weird moment in time I had when I was like 10.
You had like a Lion King moment where
I just was
from the sky.
It was like 4:00 in the afternoon. It was Martin Luther King Day, and I just was thinking about Martin Luther King. I was like between the ages of 10 and 12, and I just started crying. And I looked out my window, looked up at the skies, and said, "Thank you." So Martin Luther King.
Okay, Travi.
Fun fact: I was born on Martin Luther King Day, and I'm also share a birthday with Martin Luther King. However, it's Asada Shakur. She's not a woman.
When's your birthday?
January 15th.
Oh, day after my dad. He's the 14th.
Nice. Capricorns are good people.
Yes, they are.
Except for you.
I love how you guys roast each other.
This one's tough. Because they both have flaws.
What was Asada Shakur's flaw?
I'm gonna go with Shakur. I almost put Tupac on here. But Martin Luther King was a womanizer. So Maya Angelou versus Oprah, who were actually friends. And this makes me think of the episode of Boondocks where they try and kidnap Oprah but accidentally kidnap Maya Angelou. I'm Rocky. What are you going with?
This is a tough one because I am a huge Oprah fan, and I know that Oprah, she just idolizes and learns and has taken in so much that Maya Angelou has truly taught her. But I'm gonna go with Oprah, and my reasoning isn't because Maya Angelou isn't amazing. It's because that I think she crawled so Oprah could walk, or she walked so Oprah could run. Does that make sense? And Oprah took those tools that she learned from her and ran with them. So I think it's just like, as time goes on, we evolve as humans. You want to be like, essentially, if you're putting children into the world, you want to make them better versions of you. And though she wasn't her actual mother, I think she was a real motherly figure to her. And I think Maya would have wanted us to pick Oprah. So I pick Oprah.
Travi?
I'm picking Maya. All that to say this, I'm picking Maya.
I'm also picking Maya. Oprah helped with like the satanic panic and all that bullshit. So I'm going with Maya.
Can't win them all, Rock.
The main event that the matchup I never thought would happen. Nelson Mandela versus Howard Stern. Rocky, I'm gonna let you start just because I need to know your argument for Howard Stern.
Okay, hear me out. So Howard Stern has been on the air for quite some time. He's remained loyal to his co-host Robin when she was undergoing cancer treatment. He paid for the whole thing to make sure she stayed alive and had the best treatment whatsoever. That's his ride or die, and I appreciate their friendship. Also, somebody has to interview celebrities, and that's a fact. People say that celebrities are not a big deal and we shouldn't idolize them, but people have been idolizing people since the beginning of time and putting people on pedestals since the beginning of time. And now we have a platform to watch interviews with other human beings. And I don't think everybody's up for the challenge of interviewing celebrities. And I think Howard Stern does it with grace. And that makes him a big deal. His interviews are engaging, and you get to hear stories from celebrities that celebrities or people of note that you wouldn't necessarily get from a regular primetime interview or Instagram video or something. So he really gets people to let their guard down and be as truthful as possible, and not everyone can do that. I'm genuinely engaged when I watch him, and he's always himself. Like, even though he has these really prolific interviews all the time, he still, when he's not interviewing people, is true to the original Howard Stern, like the vulgarness and the silliness and the slapstick of his radio show. So that's why I think he's one of the greatest people of all time.
You made a better argument than I expected. So are you going with him over Nelson Mandela?
I think a hard yes.
Travi.
I have two words against Howard Stern, and surprisingly, they both start with S. One is Selena, and two is Sibian. So, for anybody that doesn't know what either of those words have to do with Howard Stern, okay, he parodied and mocked the death of Selena on air.
Oh, we should put Selena on this list.
Also, a Sibian is a horse saddle with a vibrator hooked on it that he would coerce women into doing on air? Fuck him. Nelson Mandela.
I think that's one for Nelson Mandela.
I have a word for him as well, and it's blackface. Because he, in 1993, performed a blackface skit. So
don't show me that. He gets me through my mornings.
So we're gonna have to go with Nelson Mandela on that one.
I can't believe that was a thing.
I'm happy it happened. I've been learning a lot about these people.
There you go.
Conan O'Brien versus Will Smith. Travi.
Will Smith, I guess. I don't know. I don't think either one of them should be up here.
Rocky.
This is really hard because Will Smith is one of my favorite actors of all time. And I didn't know he was going to go against Conan. And this makes me really sad to do this, but simply because I didn't know it was going to be against them, I think I will go with Will Smith for this one.
Okay.
Even though I love Conan.
I like Conan. He's okay. But I wouldn't say he's one of the best people of all time.
He's a comedian. He's not even one of the funniest people of all time.
He's pretty funny.
He's not. But then again, you referenced yourself as like a vulgar or like what was vulgar was the right word, Phoebe Buffet? Yeah, and she's not
vulgar, but you know, like smelly cat, smelly cat, smelly cat.
Friends isn't funny, guys. I just want to put that out there. It's not a good show.
He's hurting. He's really going for my jugular here.
If you watch it without the laugh track, you won't laugh either.
He's not wrong.
I'm up for the challenge.
Another matchup I never thought I'd see: Snoop Dogg versus Bob Ross. Rocky.
Snoop Dogg.
Why?
Why?
Why? Because of his versatility. Why? His versatility, hit after hit, his kindness, his love for marijuana, and his friendship with Martha Stewart. And he's been with the same woman since high school.
Didn't they get divorced?
I don't know. Oh my God, you guys, you are shattering my reality.
I don't know if they got divorced. I have no thoughts.
I thought they did.
This is a slander campaign. Debatable is a slander campaign
against Rocky Powell. We brought you on to slaughter you online.
It's happening.
Okay, so they filed for divorce, but then I think they got back together.
Thank God. Whew, I can't take another heartbreak in 2021.
Yeah, they were gonna get divorced in 2004 and then got back together.
I still can't believe that Howard Stern was on this list.
People change.
He didn't though.
Sibian was like less than 5 years ago. Okay,
less than 5. There's no way.
Yeah.
Well,
he added during his Sirius XM time.
He's been at Sirius for like 20 years, 10 at least, 15.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's part of his studio.
How much you think I got paid to do that?
You know what? Fair enough. I'm not.
Travis, where are you going with?
Oh, it's of course it is Bob Ross.
Yeah, it's Bob Ross. Snoop Dogg might have at least participated in a murder.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why is the song "Murder was the case that they gave me."
Murder was the case that they gave me. Yeah, we don't know.
This is a great song, but he did beat the rap.
Listen, I'm not here to argue murders. I'm here. She's here to debate people. I'm here to debate people.
She's not here to debate about murder. She's here to debate about his friendship with Martha Stewart.
Hey man, the case is over. And do we know what the guy did that he murdered? Thank you. I rest my case. The defense rests, and that's it. That's all. That's all that she wrote.
Fair enough.
You're a great lawyer. Robin Williams versus Mr. Rogers. Rocky.
Oof. Oof, oof. This is really hard. But I think I will go with Robin Williams. That's hard though. It wasn't an easy vote.
I'll tie it up.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Rogers. He was a pastor, and he like did a lot of good work for like kids and teaching them. Robin Williams also had a drug problem at one point. Not that that's like end of the world, but if we're comparing him to Mr. Rogers, it kind of knocks him down a peg.
Yeah.
So, Eleanor Roosevelt versus LeVar Burton. Travie.
Eleanor, because it's Eleanor.
Rocky.
I can't have FDR.
I'll go Eleanor as well.
I can't let my boy LeVar go out on a sweep, so I'm gonna give him a sympathy vote.
Trash.
That's fair.
Do you not like? Did you not? Oh yeah, I think you're young as hell. Did you not watch?
I watched Reading Rainbow. I did.
You didn't want to go twice.
I don't believe in sympathy votes unless I give them.
But it's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Asada Shakur versus Maya Angelou. Rocky.
Maya Angelou.
Travie.
Asada Shakur.
I'm gonna go at Maya.
Bullshit.
Maya was great. Nelson Mandela versus Will Smith. Did he play Nelson Mandela at one point?
No idea.
No, he played Muhammad Ali.
I know he played Muhammad Ali, but I know, there is a movie. There is a Nelson Mandela movie, but I can't remember who played him. But anyway,
I don't know why, but I'm vaguely. I'm gonna go with Nelson Mandela. But I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna look it up and then I'm gonna say it if I'm right.
I will also go with Nelson Mandela with a heavy heart.
I'm also gonna go with Nelson Mandela.
Also, Will Smith can get swept, but not
oh, it's Morgan Freeman. It was Morgan Freeman who played Nelson Mandela.
Gotcha. That's not who I thought. But that makes more sense than what I thought.
Who did you think it was?
For some reason in my mind, I was thinking it was Forrest Whitaker. Okay.
That would have been a wild. That would have been wild.
Yeah.
Bob Ross versus. Oh, this one's a banger. Bob Ross versus Mr. Rogers. This could be the finals, but it's not. Travie.
I'm gonna go with my boy, Mr. Rogers. I can't remember his first name now.
I think I'll also go with Mr. Rogers. I've heard good things about Bob Ross. I'm interested in like checking his stuff out on Netflix, but I have not ever. I would be lying if I said I ever watched anything.
Yeah, I'm way too young for Bob Ross. I'll be honest with you.
I definitely watched Bob Ross. So I'm gonna give him a sympathy vote, even though he lost. But I can't let him get swept.
Will Smith doesn't get a fucking sympathy vote, but Bob Ross and fucking
Bob Ross and LeVar Burton deserve it. They helped shape my childhood.
Get the fuck out.
I was painting, making happy little
Will Smith helped shape my childhood.
You didn't watch a Will Smith movie until 2020.
No.
Is that true?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I don't watch movies. I've seen like maybe 12 movies total. In general. But no, I'm sure I watched a Will Smith movie before 2020. Damon's lying. Don't ask me which one, but I did.
Fair enough.
I might not be lying. Eleanor Roosevelt versus Maya. Travie.
I like how everybody's just giving up on the last name. I think this is conspiracy against me. I'm not sure. I'm not sold as Angelou and not Angelou.
It is Angelou. My Angelou.
There's been plenty of slip ups tonight, and I'm not sure. I'm going with Eleanor Roosevelt, though.
Rocky.
Maya Angelou.
They both did a lot of good things for women.
Eleanor Roosevelt was the first female president. Let's be real.
I'm going to go with the Eleanor.
Ooh.
It's close, though. It's close.
Not close enough.
Nelson Mandela versus Mr. Rogers. Rocky.
Nelson Mandela. I think
Mr. Rogers
wanted with it. Okay.
You thought Mr. Rogers what?
I think he'd want it that way.
I don't care what they want. I vote how I want.
He probably would.
You keep trying to guilt trip me into voting with you by saying that the other person would want me to vote against them. I don't care.
It's not working. Who gets your sympathy vote?
It's technically not a sympathy vote. I'm gonna give it to Mr. Rogers.
Let's go.
He's just wholesome. He's just wholesome. It's close though. Like Nelson Mandela did a lot of good shit, good stuff too, but like if I Google Mr. Rogers like controversy, I feel like I'm not gonna get anything. But I Googled Nelson Mandela, and there's the dark side of Nelson Mandela. I didn't actually read the article, but I'm gonna go with that. That's my tiebreaker.
Without darkness, there's no light.
And that's why you put Howard Stern.
Exactly. I didn't know about the horse fucking.
So Eleanor Roosevelt versus Mr. Rogers. Rocky, who you going with?
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Travi.
Mr. freaking Rogers.
You know what? I'm going Mr. Rogers as well because I'm looking at this article and it says he wanted to take down consumerism.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that is
I love
good.
Mr. Rogers.
I like that.
And he was like one of the first people on TV, like white people on TV, to like hang out with like a black person and stuff, and like make that normal. Like try and normalize that. So yeah, the mailman. So
mailman with the pool scene.
Yeah, and he got a lot of shit for that. So, and it didn't matter. He still did it and didn't care what anybody thought.
I think you're right. Did you two ever hear the story of Mr. Rogers? He invited his limo driver inside to a party that he was going to. It was a 6 to 8-person party, and Mr. Rogers told his limo driver, instead of waiting in a car, come inside to the party, and the limo driver ended up having one of the best nights of his life.
I've never heard that story. That
yeah.
Sounds on point.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers is a good guy. Some people would even say the best.
As
Not
we just
though.
did.
Rocky
Not
would
you.
say that.
No, Rocky would say Conan O'Brien.
Well, some people would argue that Conan O'Brien is today's Mr. Rogers.
I
don't think anyone would argue that.
I could.
You voted against him.
Yeah, I didn't know he was going to be in a category with Will Smith. I've loved Will Smith since I was little.
So, of the ones you picked, who would have been your number one? Like, who was your
Oprah.
Oprah's your number one overall
Hands
pick?
down.
That's what Maya would have wanted.
Now he gets it.
So the greatest person of all time is Mr. Rogers. So now we're to the point of the show where we didn't mean to do that. Where we do recommendations. So it could be anything you want in the world. Recommend something.
Make her big.
Me first?
Yep.
Okay, my recommendation is meditation. And I know that sounds a little hippy dippy and it sounds like I don't have time to meditate and I don't want to meditate, but I will say meditation changed my life. I started meditating in August of 2017 and it started out as 5 minutes. I got this app called Simple Habit and I was like, okay, I can just quiet my mind for 5 minutes, whatever. And then I became neurologically addicted to the feeling that I got from meditation. I felt lighter. I had less conflict in my life. When you meditate personally, you raise the consciousness of the frequency of the planet. You think you don't just because you're just one person, but you actually are doing like it's like recycling. Like it's the right thing to do for everyone else. When you meditate, you're not only taking care of yourself, you're taking care of everyone else. So these days, I don't pay for an app anymore. I get all my meditations off YouTube. You can type in any kind of symptom, stress, anxiety, whatever you're feeling. I guarantee you there's a meditation for it. And I guarantee if you give yourself about 2 to 3 weeks of steady meditation, 5 minutes in the morning or 5 minutes before bed, that you will become addicted to it. You will be calmer. You will be better under pressure in conflict situations, and you will make the world a better place.
Okay. Travi.
I recommend.
You had all that time to think of something while she was talking.
He was meditating.
I was. I recommend getting a good night's sleep.
I know you don't even do that.
That's why I'm recommending. I know what happens when you don't do it. You sit over here about to fall asleep on camera.
Okay, Mike.
I know. I feel like him. I feel like an old ass man.
I am going to watch or recommend Hamilton. I started watching it. I'm not done with it, but so far I love it. It's really, really good. I understand why it ranked so high. It did so well in our tournament for musicals. So, t13media.com. So yeah, Hamilton, really good show. It's on Disney Plus. So if you have that, you can watch it. It's like one of the live performances. So that's my recommendation this week. So now we're gonna do plugs. So again, Rocky. Again, words are hard. Rocky, tell the people where they can find you, where they can find your show. All that
Absolutely. Yes, thank you so much. Absolutely. My show is Wild Nights with Rocky Powell. I'm on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. I have extended interviews on YouTube. And again, my show comes out every Monday. I have entertainers from all over the world, but mainly New York and LA, but I've gotten some people from all over. And yeah, it's entertainers coming on, sharing a wild night in their life. It's about 10 minutes up top of me talking, and then just me getting to know my guests a little bit better and sharing their story. And I put a lot of work into the episode, so I promise you're getting some quality material, and maybe it'll be your cup of tea, and I can go with you on your commute to work in the morning or while you're doing your errands around the house. Oh, and it's at Wild Nights with Rocky on Instagram and TikTok, at Wild Nights Pod on Twitter. You can email me at Wild Nights with Rocky, and yeah, check it out. You can follow me personally, Rocky X Balboa, Rocky with 2 eyes, X Balboa on Instagram, and Rocky, again, 2 eyes, Balboa on Twitter.
Okay. Make sure you guys check that out. Travi.
Follow me at I am Travi T on all social media. That is at IAMTRAVVYT on Twitter, TikTok, and the Instagrams.
Well, I be TikToking and tweeting. So follow me on Twitter and TikTok at Dumb Money T13. So it's DAMONEY T the number 1, the number 3. Follow me on both of those platforms if you would like. Also you can follow all of the T13 or find all the T13 shows. All the information about T13 in general at T13media.com. Make sure you check out the store. We have merch, we have t-shirts, we have backpacks, we have pajamas, we got bandanas. You pretty much got anything you want. So make sure you check that out. Again, go to T13media.com to find any of the guests that are information. If you don't remember where to find us on like Instagram or Twitter or anything like that, make sure you follow Debatable at Debatable T13 on Twitter. And yeah, that's where you can find all the good stuff that we're doing. So with that, case closed.